Hi everyone, it's Melody from Melody Lane Designs, and I'm going to give a quick tutorial on the Cricut craft room. Some people are asking questions, and there's a lot of new people that just got Cricuts and just ordered them and just got them for Christmas. So I wanted to give an updated version of a Cricut craft room tutorial because the other ones I've done were on older versions. So somebody was asking about linking cartridges. Now here you'll see my cartridges. You can go into all cartridges and it will list all the cartridges. The ones I have linked are in bold. So if you don't have any linked, you won't have any in bold except for the Cricut craft room and any digital cartridges that you have. But you can click on the cake ones. You can also do bookmarks. Now I have bookmarked all the cartridges that I own. The ones in bold are the ones that are linked to the Cricut craft room. The other ones are linked to my Gypsy, and I cannot link it to here yet. They say they're working on it. They say it's coming soon. They've been saying that for a very long time. I hope that it is. Oh, there's my florals embellished. I have not linked that yet. Oh, and in the bookmarks, to edit bookmarks, you just click there and then you can add or remove whichever ones. Now, you can use your bookmark list as anything you want. I use it as, until I have all my cartridges linked, it is a list of my entire cartridge library. But you could use it as a cartridges that you wish for, you know, whatever you want to do. That is your list of bookmarks. And then you just add or remove and then hit continue. So that's how to edit the bookmarks. And then how to link the cartridges. You just find the cartridges. Here's florals embellished. And it says buy. So I could click this and it will take me to Cricut.com, to the shopping, to where I can purchase it and get the digital for $22.49. But actually I got this cart free in the rewards, so I won't be doing that. Or I can link it. I hit link. It says cartridge missing. Please insert florals embellished cartridge. So I get the cartridge. Here it is. I take this back off, and when you take the back off, sometimes you got to be careful because it wants to take the sticker off sometimes. So just be careful of that. And then I'm going to go over here. I have my mini hooked up. Look, there's my fishy with my Cricut in the tank. Actually, where is my fishy? Oh, he's in the back. You can't see him from here. And there's all my little Cricut guys. They're hanging by their ears. Except for the blue one is missing an ear. It's around here somewhere. Okay. So to link it, you just place it in here. And then come back to the computer. And then there's a little button right here. It says link cartridge. And then this will tell you that you can only link it once. Yada, yada, yada. You're supposed to read all that. And then click I accept link cartridge. And now it is now linked to my Cricut account. Now I could update my Gypsy, and that cartridge will also be on my Gypsy. Okay, now let's go into my cartridges here. Mark cartridges is always on top, and then there's florals embellished. It's in bold now. You click these tabs here to go to the different layers, and then the shift button is here. You can pull this up when you get this little sign here. You can pull that up so you can see it all. And then there's also this here. Sometimes there's extra things you can't see all of these. Mandy just walked in the room. These little buttons down here, this plus and minus, they will make these bigger. So you can read things much better. I am so lucky. Love that. Here is the default height. So if you're going to put something on there with different layers, and let's put this on here. The default height will be 2.5. So this will fit with the different layers. I hit Shift, put it on there. Layer 1. Layer 2. See, now this isn't 2.5, but because I have this relative size clicked, it's gonna make it whatever size you need it. Now what you could do is add, this is layer 1, and you can change the color here if you like to anything you want and makes it yellow. I'm gonna cut this off of here and put it on another layer and click paste, so it's on another layer. I'm going to cut this one off and add it to yet another layer. Hit paste. Then this one also. Cut. Another layer. Paste. So then I have them all different colors. Oops. Okay, now these are behind that, and I want that in front. Now that's behind there, so to make that go in front, what I have to do is put this where I want it. This layer here, the first one on this side, is going to be on the very bottom. As you can see, it is, the yellow one. And then the orange one is next. The orange one is on top of the yellow one. And then the blue one, and then the green one. So we need to make this one on top of the blue layer, this one. So I'm just going to hold my left mouse button down and drag it over to here and let it go. And then it moved it there. So now I can put this there and that there. So you can see what it will look like when you're finished. And you can change these colors to whatever color of paper you want to use so you can see the finished project. And then you could just do something like this also. And you don't have to do it with that layer. And you can see what it looks like. Then you can click here and hide the layers by hitting the eyes. They're still there. They're just hidden. Let me just hide all these for now. Bring up the cartridge. Let's just work with Cricut Craft Room Basics. Okay, let's do another layer. And I'm going to bring up a tree. Okay, now this is at 2.5. But you can change the height by holding your mouse button down and dragging that. You can move it around by this one, and you can rotate it by this one. You can also change the size up here. You can just type in the numbers that you want. This, when that is highlighted, when it's darker, and it normally is unless you click on it, it will keep the same height and width. Otherwise, it will make it much taller or wider, like this will do also. This one over here just moves it sideways, but you can change the way it is. And you can rotate it here or change the slant. You can change the image quantity. Let's do this. You just go up or down and hit apply, and then it just made 3 of the exact same ones. You could do autofill, put how many you want, the height that you want it. You can take one, you can weld them together by just moving them to make them touch. And you can move them all together by sliding the mouse across them and doing that. It'll do that. And you can also do that and then group them together up here. Then, no matter when you click on it, you can't separate them unless it's highlighted and then you click ungroup. You can also flip them. Now I did this and it just got these 2. You can do that and you can flip it. You can flip it sideways, but these are exactly the same, so you don't notice it. Here's my projects. And before you do this, it'll ask you if you want to save. I don't want to save this. And then it will go, here's all my projects I've done. Yeah, there's a lot. I haven't actually made all these. Some of them were just playing around with things. Okay, and I'm going to hit cancel. To save it, can click on the one you want to do, hit export, save it as a Cricut craft room project or a Gypsy, and then hit begin, or it's exported. And I have a folder I call CCR files. This is just a folder I made on my desktop and named it that. And then every time I have one and I do that, I save it into that folder that's on my desktop and hit save. There, now I can upload it to the internet and share it, which I will be doing with that one. I'm going to delete this one. Okay, we're going to do a new layer. And I'm going to hit shift and add this to it. So this is the same image, you just use 2 different colors of paper. And when I cut my things out, let's do another one. What I do is I just put them all in the same layer and put them in different places. So I'm going to use different colors of paper. If these two were going to be the same color, I'd put them as close as I could together without them touching, and then put my paper right there on the mat. But if you want to see what they look like with different colors, I'm going to cut this one, make another layer, and paste it. So then I can see what it's going to look like. And I can do the same with this one. I can cut it, and I could put it on the same layer as this one. You got to make sure it's the correct tab that's lighter, and paste it. And you can right click here and hit paste, just like on other programs. And put that there. And you can see what they'll look like in different colors, and then you can change the color if you want. So that whole layer will change to green. And then if you want to move it around, you just go like that, highlight it, it's grabbed the whole thing, and I can change the size of it. And then it just all fits together. And then over here, you can add new text. I never really use this over here. I just put the letters up there. But you can add a text box and then say hello. And right here is the Cricut Craft Room Basics. That's what it's on. And then it has other font cartridges that you can choose. Let's move that out of the way, because then it just did the hello. Now I think you can space them closer together like that. That is much easier than putting them up there. You can slant them. You can tilt them. But you can do that from here too. And then colors and patterns. This is if you're using the Imagine. And then machine matte. I could change it to whatever machine I want to use. This is the mini, so the matte changed. So if I wanted to cut that out, I'd have to move that over. Now, if I go to cut this, what it's going to do, let me show you that in a minute. You can change that from inches to centimeters and stuff. But let me hit cut. Now it has all those other layers. I can do them all separately. It's not asking me to cut them all at once. Maybe because I have too many layers. But I think it usually asks me if I want to cut them all at once. And down here I can also choose the layers. And here you can change it if you're cutting vinyl, like cardstock, medium cardstock, heavy cardstock, or custom. Custom means you can do make a certain pressure and everything for certain material that you're using. And the pressure, when you're using the expression 2, I know you can change right here. But the blade you have to do on the machine. But the mini you have to change up here. And then you can put how many times you want it to cut, and then you can click cut. And then it'll ask you to put the mat in and everything, but I'm not cutting today. So if you have any other questions, let me know, and I will try to help you as much as possible. There's also these. If you haven't used this or haven't used Cricut, you will need to install drivers. Sometimes they'll just pop up and tell you, or you can come here and install them. If you click about Cricut Craft Room, it'll tell you that your latest one. That's under, that was under help. And then there's tutorials, and I think those are videos that it'll take you to. And there's options, Gypsy Sync, it says it's coming soon. File, can save this, can log out, don't save. It, you can also, this is how you import. When you're at your list of things, you click import, and then it brings up my CCR files. So if I download a file from the internet, from Cricut.com, I download it, and then I transfer it to my Cricut Craft Room files, and then I can click here and put it into my program. Okay. And if you have any questions or I didn't explain it properly, let me know. Okay. Thanks for watching.